What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, my name is Val and welcome to my channel. So I wanted to talk about why when you're set apart, people will try to change you. The fact that you're set apart, it's like people don't know how to maneuver around you, right? It makes them uncomfortable. They don't know how to act around you. It's like they feel like they can't read your mind, right? They feel like when you come around, they don't really know how to maneuver around you. They don't really know what you're thinking. They don't really know what you're going to say, what you're going to do. So it makes them uncomfortable, right? You're unreadable. People can't read you. So when you're set apart, oftentimes you will come across people who feel like they have to change you and make you like the world. When you're just being yourself and you're not going out of your way to be malicious or anything like that, when you're just being you and it makes people uncomfortable, or when you're just silent, right? Sometimes your silence is deadly. Like sometimes you just being silent, you could be in a corner minding your business, but it's the light that you have. That's what they're really bothered by. But it's like people will make it seem like there's something wrong with you, right? Because you're different, because you're not doing everything like everybody else, because you stand out, because you don't want to fit in. You were not meant to fit in with everybody. You were not meant to fit in with this world. Because you're set apart, because you're different, they want to change you, right? They want to change you so they can accept you. You being you and you being just the person that you are unapologetically, it's not good enough for them, right? They want you to be who they want you to be. So sometimes people will try to influence you in a negative way, right? So you could be more relatable, so you can look more like them, right? God didn't tell us to blend in with the world. He didn't tell us to fit in with the world. You have to stand out, right? You have to be different. You should not want to blend in with the world or fit in with the world. You were called to be set apart. So you have to make sure that you're standing firm in what you believe in. You have to make sure that you're being you unapologetically, right? You're the one that's supposed to bring them closer to the light. You're not supposed to cross over to the darkness, right? You're not supposed to let them have any negative or bad influence on you. So when you're set apart, there will be times where people will tempt you, they will challenge you, they will try to change you and mold you into who they want you to be so you can look more like the world. So I went to a wedding recently and the wedding was gorgeous. It was absolutely beautiful, right? And when I got to the wedding reception, there were assigned seats. And the table that I was sitting at, it was myself and two of my family members. And I think it was about three other women that we didn't know. And we introduced ourselves and we said hi or whatever. And we were chatting it up for a little bit. So the food was delicious. Everything was beautiful. We're celebrating love. Everybody's just having a good time. Everybody looks nice. Just good vibes, right? So there's an open bar there. And there were free drinks. So anytime you say free drinks, there's going to be a long line. Okay. People love free drinks. And I got myself a mocktail, right? I don't really drink alcohol like that. I probably drink maybe like twice or three times a year. So I got a mocktail. I didn't want any alcohol. So I just got myself a mocktail because that's what I wanted. So I got my mocktail. I went back to my seat, was eating my food, drinking my mocktail. The food was delicious. So there's a live band there and people are enjoying themselves. People are starting to get loose now. And some people are, on the dance floor enjoying themselves and, just having a time of their life. So if that's what you want to do, that is you, right? No judgment on the people who are drinking. There's nothing wrong with the drinking. But once you start getting drunk, that's a whole different story. The woman that was sitting next to me came back from the dance floor and she sat down next to me and she said, "Are you happy?" So it completely caught me off guard because I'm like, number one, why is she asking me this? I'm sitting here, I'm celebrating love. So yeah, I'm excited. But I looked at her, I said, yeah, I am happy. And she didn't say anything after that. So immediately my discernment kicked in. I'm like, okay, I know exactly why she's asking me that question. She's asking me that because I'm not doing what everybody else is doing, right? I can sit here with my non-alcoholic drink, eat my food, and have a great time, right? Like I don't have to be drunk to have a good time. So, I'm having a great time my way, the way that I like to enjoy myself. But according to her, I don't look happy enough, right? Or lit enough, if you will. So I'm like, okay, this is exactly why she's asking me that. I don't appear to be as happy as everybody else because I'm not drunk and I'm not lit, right? So immediately I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to take this seriously because I know exactly what's going on right now. It's because I'm set apart, right? What God calls us to be, set apart. So I'm like, it's whatever. So there was another woman at the table who kept telling me to go to the open bar to get a drink, right? Apparently I'm not loose enough for these women. I'm not appearing to be fun, I guess, right? Because I'm not, living it up and partying it up and loose. So I kept telling her like, no, I'm okay. Like, I'm good. I'm enjoying this food. I'm having a good time my way. But she kept being persistent, right? She kept telling me and pushing me and telling me to go to the open bar. I kept denying her, right? I kept telling her, I'm okay. I'm good. I don't want to drink. And, she's being persistent. She's telling me, next time I go to the open bar, I'm bringing you with me so you can get a drink. I'm okay. I'm okay. These are two complete strangers that I've never met in my life. Right? Apparently, me just being me and me sitting here, eating my food, drinking my mocktail, drinking my water, having a good time my way, chatting it up, laughing, living it up, taking pictures and videos. Like, apparently that bothers y'all, right? Me just being me having a good time my way. You don't like it, right? So this is what I mean when I say people will try to change you when you're set apart, right? They don't like it. There's something about you that's different. And I'm sure somebody can relate to this where people make it seem like because you're set apart, you're this broken person that needs to be fixed, right? Yes, we all have our flaws. We're not perfect. But it's the fact that you don't fit in, so people think that there's something wrong with you. They think that they can try to change you and make you into who they want you to be so they can accept you. This is exactly why you have to be you no matter where you go, right? Everywhere you go, you should always represent the Most High, right? No matter where you go, you have to be the light in the room. And I know oftentimes I make that prayer before I leave the house. Lord, wherever I go, let me be the light. Let me represent you no matter where I go. Let people see you in me wherever I go. Wherever you place me, wherever I am entering, let people see you in me. Those two women who I've never met in my life were trying to make me act out of character. They were trying to make me become something that I'm not. They were trying to make me become more like them, right? So they can accept me. But I didn't come there looking for acceptance, right? I don't care to fit in. I don't care to be accepted by people. I do not care, right? So when I sat there and really thought about it, the enemy really never sleeps, right? He is always going to tempt you. He's going to use people to put temptations your way. He will always find a way to tempt you, right? When you least expect it. I'm just glad that I didn't give in because I could have easily said yes to those women, right? And that's exactly what the enemy wanted. He wanted me to get drunk and act a fool and be something that I'm not. So this is why you have to have the full armor of God on because you just never know. You never know. The enemy is just waiting for an opportunity to slip in, right? He's just waiting for you when you're weak, when you're down, when you're not paying attention. He's just waiting for a moment to slip in. So you have to be vigilant. You have to be aware. You just have to always be on guard, right? And I'm not telling you to be paranoid. I'm not telling you to not have a good time. You just have to be aware. You just never know when the enemy is going to use one of his minions to tempt you. You just never know. You think you're going to the grocery store down the street. He may have one of his minions waiting there for you, right? You think you're just going to drive down the street. He may have a whole accident set up for you. So you have to stay prayed up, be vigilant, have the full armor of God on because you just never know, right? The enemy is always seeking somebody to devour. He is always seeking somebody to devour, right? He never sleeps. The enemy never sleeps. So you can't be sleeping, right? If he's not sleeping, you can't be sleeping. So stay prayed up. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.